Hey, Coach. When you opted to go small, you guys did cut into the deficit a little bit, but then it seemed like Aiton and Phoenix were able to crash the offensive glass a little bit better, specifically in the second half. Was it kind of like the give and take that you had to live with on that?
Yeah, I thought, Aiden did a good job on the boards. But we gave up 15 offensive rebounds, and I don't think Aiden was the biggest problem. We gave up 2 to Cameron Payne that he tipped in, gave up 2 down the stretch to Toria Craig. We didn't bring up physicality in that regard of boxing out, hitting guys first. But, they played well. We decided to go small, like you said, because it opened it up for us offensively. But defensively, we got stops. We just didn't get the rebound.
We'll move over to Law.
Hey, Ty, so you guys were able to recover after a 39-point first quarter by the Suns, but clearly it wasn't enough to reclaim control of the game. And I know the team has talked about good habits and forming those habits over the course of the season. How do you feel this game comments on what you guys have been trying to do as far as consistency and habits?
As far as the habits, like communication, we was terrible tonight. Just communicating, like how many layups we gave up on miscommunications or wide open threes, and just wasn't talking, and just wasn't communicating. Things we work on every single day that we wasn't able to capitalize defensively. So we just got to take a look at those. Continue to keep harping on communication and guys, talking to coverage and what we're supposed to be doing. Because just looking at it, we probably given them 20, 22 points just off of non-communication.
We'll move over to Tamir.
Hey, Ty, when Rondo goes to the bench, I think CP kind of took over that game there. I guess, what did you make of the defense on him? Were you okay with it? Like, what did you make of that defense on him during that run?
First half, I thought we did a good job, having 3 points. What he had 25 in the second half. I just thought, he just picked his spots. We try to blitz him a little bit. We try to fire a little bit. But he kind of got it going. So that was just, something for us to see. When we see him down the road, be something that we can be cognizant of. But he had a good game in the second half, and he kind of took over that game. So we gave him a few different looks, but we just couldn't seem to stop him.
We'll move over to Nick Hamilton.
Hey, Coach, just kind of backpacking off Tamir's question when it comes to Chris Paul, what makes him specifically so tough to try to contain and even defend, especially when he starts to get going and get guys open and finding those spots?
He just kind of controls the whole game. He plays at his own pace. He gets guys involved. He knows exactly when to take over the game. That's what a true point guard does. And he did that tonight. He was able to, control the game the whole, the first 3 quarters. And in the fourth quarter, he was able to, kind of get himself going and kind of take over the game down the stretch.
Okay, we'll move back over to Justin Russo.
Ty, if I can for a second, going back to the offensive rebounds, was there a thought to maybe put Zoo back in the game sooner, or was that just kind of you went with what you thought was best?
I went with what I thought was best.
All right, thank you.
We'll move over to back to Tamir.
Ty, looking ahead, you guys have a pair of days off, and you guys face the Nuggets on Saturday. I guess, is there anything extra for that game, knowing how close the seedings are, tiebreaker on the line, stuff like that?
Extra as far as what?
I mean, any extra motivation you might need, bulletin board. I don't know, players use different things to motivate them sometimes. Is there anything extra from your perspective, players' perspective?
No, just play.
Okay, Law, you can go ahead.
So you guys got 8 games left in the schedule. It's actually pretty split up pretty well, 4 at home, 4 on the road. The priority is basically just been getting guys healthy. So when it comes to this last stretch, are you kind of taking anything away from how last year ended as far as the regular season, those 8 seeding games, or are you kind of basically looking at it like it's a completely different situation as far as these 8 games? You're not looking at it like seeding games.
Just a completely different situation. Like I said, I think we got to get our flow and our rhythm back, offensively. Defensively, like I said, from outside the first quarter, I thought we did a good job, holding 24, 23, and 23. So defensively was pretty good, but we got to get our offensive rhythm going back again and get our offensive flow. But, just can't give a team like this 39 points in the first quarter, especially at home, expect to win the game. So We didn't come out with a defensive mindset, a defensive presence to start. And, you know, when you got to play so hard to catch back up, you know, sometimes it takes a lot of energy out of it.
Thanks, Ty. That's all I have for you.
Thank you.
Okay.